Hey guys, are you dealing with American cockroaches, also known as palmetto bugs? These cockroaches are super common in the southeast, especially here in Florida. Everyone refers to them as the palmetto bug. If you're dealing with this and you are at Home Depot and you're buying any of these products, don't waste your money on buying these products. Most of the time, it's usually due to either a weather stripping issue or a plumbing issue. Those are the two ways that cockroaches can get into your home. So it's either through a lack of weather stripping or something related to the plumbing. It can be something very simple like the wax seal has worn away and roaches are able to get up through the drain line from underneath the toilet. It could be something as simple as the P-trap underneath your sink was not installed correctly, or it's one of those accordion P-traps. These do not hold water, and it's likely for the roaches to come up the pipe and come right through the P-trap. Or it could be that you have a broken vent pipe in a wall, at which point you would be seeing a ton of these roaches. So don't waste your money on these bug sprays because they may kill some of the roaches, but they're not getting to the source of the problem. The source of the problem is, like I said, either weather stripping or it's going to be plumbing issues or plumbing related. Don't use things like this. Find where the source is. This is only a band-aid fix, and so is all the other things on this wall. If you're not finding the source of the problem, then you are going to continue having the issue and just treating it and mitigating it as it happens. I recommend looking at your weather stripping, and I also recommend looking around areas of your plumbing to see if there's any faulty areas, such as the wax ring under the toilet not being sealed anymore or needing to be replaced. Also checking areas where the P-traps are underneath the sink. They do two things when properly installed. They hold water inside of it and it will block sewer odors, and also it will stop bugs from the sewer coming up into your home. All right, guys. So before you reach for the sprays and waste your money there on just mitigating the issue, go over to the Home Depot aisle where they have this weather stripping. Take a look at this. 17 bucks. And look for the door sweeps, just like this. I want you to go around your front door, your back doors, and basically check around the weather stripping. If you can see light coming in, then the roaches also have access into the home because they don't need very much. So by having weather stripping on properly, it's going to block 99% of these roaches. Also, the outdoor lighting is also attracting the roaches because they're attracted to light. So if it's 9 o'clock outside and it's pitch black out there or very dark, and you have the lights on outside your home, it's going to be a huge attractant for them to walk up to your house. And if there's no weather stripping and they can feel the pressure of the airflow that's leaking out of the underside of the door, then they will follow that in, and then they're in your home. This is why I say go to the root sources, go to the root causes, and stop them there rather than buying sprays and other things that you probably don't need to be using, where you can put your money towards the things that are actually needed. Now, when it comes to the plumbing side of things and toilets, after you've ruled out the weather stripping, which is always first and foremost in the protocol, but after that, now you move on to the plumbing side. I personally believe in caulking all the way 360 degrees around toilets. Many people don't do that, especially in the north where they're using wood subfloors. But where I live here in South Florida, everything is built on monolithic slabs, and it's just one whole slab and it's concrete underneath. And very rarely are we building with wood. So if there's a leak, it's not as severe when it's hitting concrete as it would be if it was hitting a wooden subfloor. So checking your toilets, every 5 to 10 years to make sure that the wax ring is still reinforced and creating a seal. So that way you're not getting palmetto bugs or American cockroaches and drain flies and things of that nature coming up from the sewer. So check these out. These are what I would recommend is using the old school wax ring. And what I like to do is I like to take 2 of them and stack them on top of each other. Before I stack it on top of each other, I will melt this top part down just a tiny bit so it gets nice and sticky, which it's already going to be pretty sticky. So make sure you wear gloves with this. And then you stack them one on top of the other, and then you install them. They also make some double stacked ones. These extra thick wax rings is another option as well. So either or is fine in my opinion. Now, most plumbers that I am friends with have told me to steer clear of these plastic or rubber wax rings. They tend to have some failures with it sometimes, and it's, I guess, just in this case, better to keep it old school. All right, so now I'm going to show you guys what the proper P-trap should look like, because if the P-trap is not installed correctly, then guess what? Air, sewer odor can flow up through the drains and not have enough sufficient amount of water to block the sewer odor. And if that's able to happen, then bugs can certainly come up it. So take a look at this. If you ever see anything like this, or if you see someone installing this, it's because they don't know how to plumb. If they knew how to plumb, they would be able to do the measurements correctly and make it look like this. But instead, the handyman special will look something like that. And when they're not installed correctly, and it looks like this accordion thing right here, this is what you get. All right. And this is what will 100% allow for pests and sewer odors to come into your home. This is why it's important to hire a licensed plumber and licensed professionals in general, rather than people who just throw their hat into the bucket. So stay away from these. Sewer gas odors and American cockroaches will definitely come up through the pipes if you have something like this, especially when it's not properly installed, which is very common. And another thing, never, ever, ever break the golden rule when it comes to your pipes. Do not pour bleach down your drains. This does not kill your bugs. This doesn't kill the eggs. It's not doing anything that you think it's doing except destroying your pipes little by little, piece by piece. It may not happen, right away, but if you keep using bleach down your drains, it is corrosive, and if it can cause a chemical burn on you, just imagine what it will do to a piece of plastic over time. Now, also, when you have packages, okay, do not be using this stuff, or even if you're just trying to keep your drains clear, do not use anything like this. There is something called drain enzymes. It's like a probiotic for your plumbing system. It will help eat up and dissolve the fats, greases, oils, and things that collect in the drain that create a bioorganic buildup, this matter that builds up and creates these fly problems and other things. So don't be using bleach, don't be using liquid heat, don't be using Drano. All of these things are horrible for your piping system. If you are looking to keep your drains free and clear and clean, go look into buying drain enzymes. They have some of them available. I just don't see it here at Home Depot. But there's one in particular that I would recommend that's called BioDrain, and that's going to be your best bet for just regular cleaning and general cleaning.